Hello everyone, today we'll learn about how to add and subtract two rational expressions or more than two. Now before start the lesson, let's remember what was the rational expressions. So you have to look their variables power, yes? So numerator must be polynomial, denominator must be polynomial. To be a polynomial, we are looking their variables power. If the variables power is whole numbers, we call them polynomials. And if the numerator and denominators are polynomials, we call them rationals. Now, if I have x over 2x, check their powers, 1 and 1. So we call them rational expressions. How about if I have y squared minus 3y minus 4 over 7y? Check the variables power, 2, 1 and 1. So we call them rational expressions. Now, before to start to new section, let's just add and subtract two simple rational numbers. 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2. I can add them because their denominators are same, 2. So 1 plus 3 over 2. Because denominators are same, I can add their numerators, or we can do an operation with its numerator. So how it will be? 4 over 2. Simplify, it will be 2. Result will be 2. If there was 3 over 5 minus 2 over 7. So, denominators are not same. How we can make it same? By multiplying the first rational expression by 7, the second one by 5. So, 7 multiplied by 3, it will be 21. 7 multiplied by 5, 35. Minus 5 multiplied by 2, 10. 7 multiplied by 5, 35. So now denominators are same. 21 minus 10, it will be 11 over 35. That will be your result. Now let's add and subtract two rational expressions. So in the first question I have same denominators, check it, x minus 4, x minus 4. So we can directly write all the numerators in the same place. So x squared minus 20 plus 4 over x minus 4. So how it will be? X squared minus 20 plus 4 minus 16 over x minus 4. Now x squared minus 16. Remember, difference of two squares. So x minus 4 x plus 4 over x minus 4. Now, do we have any same factors here? Yes, which is x minus 4 and x minus 4. So my result will be x plus 4. Let's solve the next question. Now here, check first, always first rule is you have to check your denominators. So if the denominators same, you can continue do an operation, but if they are not same, you have to make it same first. 6 over x minus 3 minus 1 over 3 minus x. So here you have to choose one of them and multiply it by negative 1. I will choose the second one, so I'm going to multiply it by negative 1. First rational expression will be written same as a given, x minus 3 minus, be careful, minus 1 multiplied by 1 minus 1 over negative 1 multiplied by 3, negative 3, negative 1 multiplied by negative x, positive x. Now 6 minus 1, so it becomes the positive 1, yes. X minus 3, negative 3 plus x, so they are same thing, x minus 3. So the result is 7 over x minus 3. There is no any simplification, so result is 7 over x minus 3. Now let's check next question. X over x plus 5 minus 50 over x squared minus 25. So here, instead of x squared minus 25, you can write its factors. So x minus 5 and x plus 5. Now, how it will be? Check your first denominator. It's only x plus 5. That means you have to multiply it by x minus 5. So we are going to make it same denominator. That means you have to multiply it by x minus 5, and then x plus 5, x minus 5, negative 50 over, instead of x squared minus 25, you can write x minus 5 and x plus 5. So x multiplied by x squared, x multiplied by negative 5x minus 50 over, now our denominators now are the same, so x minus 5, x plus 5. Here you can factorize x and x, negative 10 and 5. When you multiply negative 10 by 5, you will get negative 50. When you add them, you will get negative 5. So these factors are satisfied. You can write x minus 10, x plus 5 over x minus 5, x plus 5. So if you have same factors, you can cancel them, which is here x plus 5, x plus 5. So your result, x minus 10 over x minus 5. Okay, let's check the next question. So here x plus 7, denominators x minus 7 and x squared minus 49. So instead of x squared minus 49, you can write it x minus 7, x plus 7. That means first denominator needs to multiply it by x minus 7. Second one by x plus 7. So 7 multiplied by x minus 7. Okay, I will directly write all the numerators in the same row. So I have negative here, negative x, this x multiplied by x plus 7. Don't forget about the brackets. Minus 2x. 2x will be itself because its denominator is x squared minus 49. So we don't need to multiply it by any number. X plus 7. Now 7x minus 49. 7 multiplied by 7, it will be negative 49 minus x squared minus 7x minus 2x. Denominator x minus 7, x plus 7. Now, like terms, negative x squared from general form, you have to write it in general form. Negative x squared, 7x minus 7x, they are same. Look at, one of them is positive, other one is negative, so they can cancel each other directly. And I have here negative 2x, negative 49 over. Because I cannot factorize my numerator, okay, no need to write your denominator in factorized form, which is x minus 7, x plus 7. So you will just write it x squared minus 49. Why I made it in this form? Because numerator cannot be factorized. So we don't have, there will be not same factors. So just continue. So this result will be our result, x squared minus 2x. Now let's solve the last question. Here we have firstly division. So we are dividing two rational expressions first, and then we will add. So in dividing rational expressions, firstly, we are not touching this numerator, yes? So you will write same as a given, x plus 2 over x plus 5. Multiply. Now I am changing that division to multiplication, so x plus 5 over x minus 1. I am writing my denominator, this denominator, in upside down, or flip them, yes? And then plus 1 over x plus 1. So in the first, you have x plus 5 and x plus 5. I can cancel them because between them I have multiplication. So what's left here? X plus 2 over x minus 1 plus 1 over x plus 1. Check their denominators. They are not same, so you have to multiply the first denominator by x plus 1, the second one by x minus 1. That means you have to multiply by x plus 2 also by x plus 1, and then your denominator will be x minus 1, x plus 1, plus 1 multiplied by x minus 1 over x plus 1, x minus 1. Now here, x multiplied by x, x squared, x multiplied by 1 plus x, 2 multiplied by x, 2x, 2 multiplied by 1, 2. Directly you can write it this: 1 multiplied by x, x, 1 multiplied by negative 1, negative 1. So what will be your denominator? X minus 1, x plus 1. They are same because, so you can write it one time. X squared, x plus 2x plus x. So the result will be plus 4x, 2 minus 1 plus 1. So x minus 1, x plus 1. So I cannot factorize my numerator. That means there is no any same factors, so you can write it x squared plus 4x plus 1, and your denominator can be written in x squared minus 1. 1 squared, but we are not writing for 1 any square. So that will be your result.